Hello, let's go straight into the business of today without any further delay. So, this is a scholarship in Poland known as the NAWA scholarship, fully funded master's scholarship for different disciplines. So, let's scroll down to see what it is worth. Let's go down a little bit more to see what it is worth. So, under project budget, you have, let's magnify this a little bit more. You have monthly scholarship or monthly stipend, if you like, if you get the scholarship and you're exempted from paying tuition. You can see it here at a public university in Poland. You also get a lump sum of money for international travels. So they know that it will take you some amount of money to travel from your home country to Poland for the scholarship. So they'll be giving you some amount of money to help you actually move from your home country to Poland. And the different estimates are given here depending on where you're coming from. So this is what we'll be looking at today, the NAWA scholarship in Poland. So if you're new, you're welcome. But where have you been? There are lots of videos already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So quickly, if you've not subscribed, this is a good time to do so before we get into the gist, into the meat of today's video. So the NAWA scholarship, it opened, I think, about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. Although I stumbled across it more recently anyway. I wish I'd seen it earlier. So it opened on the 11th of June, and I think it's closing also in June, towards the end of June. I think we'll look at the deadline together towards the end. So you have to start on time. So these are the eligible countries. It's a long list here, but several countries are missing. Well, I can see my country, Nigeria, here already, so that's good. I think these countries are countries that have special relationship, I think, with Poland. So check, hopefully your country is among the countries here listed here. And it's for second cycle studies, and this means masters. It's a master's scholarship. Let's check eligibility together. So these countries, and you're applying for a second cycle program, to start a second cycle program, so that's good. A preparatory course, that's fine. And there's some other information you can read on your own. Let's just move straight into other things. So you do not need a Polish proficiency, except the course you intend to study is taught in Polish. If not, you're good with English language. If you can prove that you have sufficient English proficiency, that's good to study a course taught in English. So usually you can present a letter from the university you did your undergrad saying that you studied in English already. Or if you can write one of those English language exams. So these are other basic information. We won't go into them in details because I want to just show you how to apply for this in particular. So you apply, remember, you're going towards the English language part. Of course, that's if you're not interested in studying in details in the Polish language. But if you're interested in that, there's also an option there, I believe. But whether you're studying in the English language or in the Polish language, there is a Polish language preparatory course. So it means even though your course will be taught in English, you'll do like a brief course on how to communicate in Polish language, just to give you like social skills. It's very similar to what is done in Germany if you get the DAD scholarship. Even if your course is taught in English, you also do it like a quick language course in German that will just help you socialize and know the country better. So I hope that is clear. So having said that, what are the universities? What are the courses? There are links here you can click on to get the available universities and courses. So I can click on this immediately. I'll be opening this soon. So it's like a search engine where you can select, remember, the disciplines and then the level. Remember, this is masters. It's going to be a masters here. Well, I'll be coming back to this shortly. Let's just go back to the main page. The deadline for this scholarship is on the 27th of June, which is not so far away, less than 2 weeks. So I think you should start putting your documents together as early as possible. And to apply, simply fill an electronic form here. Click on this, create an account, and then it's as simple as that. And choose English. Yeah, so everything is translated to the English language. So let's move on. Only one application per applicant. And then different countries have different categories. So note the category that your country falls. My country is Nigeria, so that's group number 4. And then let's go to the documents you need. You need a scanned copy of your passport. You need a copy of your diploma, your certificate. And these are the normal documents anyway. Then this is where it gets tricky. You need a document confirming participation in admission to full-time second cycle studies. So they imply here that you might need an admission letter from a Polish university. But do not worry, there are other options. If you do not have an admission letter or acceptance letter, there are other things you can present. So either the admissions letter, conditional admission, or full admission. But you can also send evidence that you have started your application. So a confirmation that you've of contact with university. So that could be one, or just show that you've registered with the university, even if you don't have the admissions letter yet. Showing registration, showing you have so you can always take a screenshot of this registration portal that you've registered, and not this registration, but I'll be talking about the particular one you might need to take a screenshot of. We'll be getting to that soon. So a screenshot of one of the participating universities that you've started applying already. I'll show you that quickly. I don't want to confuse you at the moment. So these are the documents you need. As I said, it is probably impossible to get an admissions letter before the 27th of June. So you might just need to send like a student number or registration number or something like that you are in the process of actually applying for a scholarship. And then if you studied in the English language, you have to show that you have English language proficiency. And what you can do is to either show one of those English language test results, or show that you studied your first cycle studies, which is your first cycle studies will be your undergrad, that you did your undergrad already in the English language. So that is what you need. And then you send scanned copies to them. So they said this is optional, but a recommendation letter for a Polish diplomatic mission. It might be a bit of a worry, but if you can get it, well, it will be good. It will help your application. But they said it is optional, so that's fine. So let's scroll down a little bit more. Lots of information here. And this is what I started with, what the scholarship is worth. So your stipend, exempted from paying fees, a lump sum for international travel. And then the money you get as a lump sum depends on which country you're coming from. So for instance, I'm coming from Nigeria, so I'll get 4,500, the Polish currency, to cover travel cost. So other additional information here. So how do you apply? So remember I clicked on an application button, fill application form, and got to this place. But there's a different application process for admission compared to for a scholarship. So this is where you apply for a scholarship. But then you have to go to apply for admission in one of the participating universities. And that is where I got this link, study.gov.pl. And we got here. I think I've showed you a bit of this already. So this is where you search for the course you intend to study. And let's say agriculture. And then we choose master's program. And then click on go. So these are the different Polish universities offering admissions in agriculture, forestry discipline. So I've clicked on one. By the way, I clicked on the University of Krakow. University of Agriculture in Krakow, as an example. So this is it, and then I think it will give you a link to connect directly to the university. So what I'm trying to do now is try to apply directly to the university. Always remember to change the language if it's not in English already. So this is already in English. So do not forget. Let's see, candidates. Let's see, how do I apply for admissions and things like that? So admissions. And then it means you go here and apply for admissions for the course you're interested in. And these courses might have a different deadline from the NAWA application portal itself. So it means you're going to one of the universities, as we looked at together, one of these universities, you're applying for admissions, and then you're returning here to apply for admissions. As I said, you might not get an admission letter before the 27th of June, but have some evidence that you've started applying at least, like a registration form, a screenshot of a registration form, a PDF copy of a registration form at one of these universities. So there are different fields here, of course. Check the field that aligns with your area of interest. You can check social sciences as well and see what comes up. Cool. So these are the different social science courses offered. And there are lots of them. So you can choose the one that interests you. I think this is very important. You apply to the university separately and you apply on the NAWA portal separately. I cannot overemphasize this. It's very important. Do not forget this step. And that is it, guys. Fully funded master's scholarship in Poland, covering your tuition fees, covering your flight tickets, travel cost, covering your monthly stipend in Poland. So if this is something you're interested in, rush and start applying as soon as possible. The deadline is less than 2 weeks away. So you want to start as soon as you can. As usual, guys, I cannot wait to celebrate you. There are lots of videos and many more coming your way on fully funded scholarships from around the world, because the application season is actually about to open for several other scholarships. So if you do not subscribe now, you probably will not see me again and you miss out on the scholarship goodies coming in the coming days and in the coming weeks. So subscribe and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Cheers.